Hey, hello.
Greetings.
Hey, everybody.
We on the air?
Yeah, I think so. Wait a minute, let's check it. Yeah, we're still on the air.
All right.
Okay, great. Welcome, everybody, to the Unmuted Podcast. I'm Delvin. Miss Lisa J right there.
Howdy, howdy.
Mr. Sir Steven right there.
What's up?
And we are the Unmuted Podcast. Of course, you know we can be found wherever you listen to podcasts, or you can pod on demand when you go to the unmutedpodcast.com. And when we talk about fresh breaking news, I mean breaking to the point that it's broke.
Come on.
Already. We got ourselves some breaking news.
Break. Oh, there it is. I was waiting for that.
Yes. Breaking news, everybody.
This just in.
This just in. Let's go to the videotape. No. Let's go to the sound. Here we go. To the sound, everybody.
Tonight we're following breaking news near Montgomery's Riverfront Park. A fight beside the river has led to multiple arrests. Welcome to the News at 10. I'm Brady Talbert. A viewer sent us this video which shows the fight just feet from water. A witness claims it started because a pontoon boat was blocking the dock where a riverboat was trying to park. You can see more people jumping in as that fight played out. Well, soon after, Montgomery police arrived at the scene. They say a large group of people were involved in this brawl. Our crew saw people in handcuffs. MPD says several people have been detained and any charges are pending tonight. MPD told us about this attack just in the past hour. We're going to keep you updated on this developing story.
There you go.
This is breaking news.
Can we dedicate today's show to the citizens of Montgomery, Alabama?
I second that.
I say, Montgomery, Alabama, you are deserving of a round of applause for this one because that was unbelievably the best thing I saw on the internet today.
Yes. We're so very proud. You made the ancestors proud. You repped us today, and I just feel like it should be this. What's today? August 6th?
Today, August the 6th. Yes.
It should be August 10th.
That's good because I really don't understand why the internet hasn't taken it further.
Oh, it's going.
Yeah, because I guess because it's fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take one scroll on Instagram now, you're going to see about 20 posts of it.
So can I ask a question? Did this just happened?
I believe
so. Yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Okay, so we are really on top of hot breaking news here. So I love it. I think we just need to make sure that everybody in Alabama can recognize the power of black people.
Man.
When you come together.
When you come together.
I love it.
And I saw a post where Steve, your friend and mine, P. Ray.
Oh, okay.
When she said, if you can't swim to me when I'm in trouble like this man swam to them, she don't need you.
No, it was definitely him swimming for me. He jumped in.
Listen, the chills that ran down a tear formed in the corner of my eye.
I just told Stephen, if by any means necessary was a person, that would be him.
Absolutely.
That would be it because he came out of the water soaking wet and swinging.
And commenced to whooping it.
He said, I don't care how tight my clothes are attached to my body right now. They will get dry because I'm just going to start doing a windmill hurricane and my clothes are going to dry automatically. Wow. It was so glorious. And I'm not an advocate of violence. Please don't get me wrong. I am not advocating violence at all. But to have 1,511 white men hitting this one black man.
Exactly. It was the audacity for me. That's what I said. It was too many black people around for them to even think they could get away with doing something like that.
But why did they think that, at what point did the privilege card expire?
When that chest swung and knocked the shit out of his
I mean, because you had to wait 5 minutes for him to move the boat.
Yeah.
You can bring in your big boat.
Was that all you had to do? Just wait 5 minutes?
Just wait.
So he had the pontoon boat?
Yes.
And the white people had
the river boat, the big boat.
The big boat. So because he did not move it in a timely fashion, they said, well, we're just going to beat you.
Yeah.
And then
kick your ass.
What happened after that was you saw the entire nation of Israel.
And that's when those Caucasians fucked around and found out.
That would be it right there, because they really got the foo-fops and beating off of them. I've never saw. But you know what the troubling thing is? The one guy who had the chair and was hitting people with it, yes, you're going to jail. And deservedly so, because, again, Lisa, you brought a point before we got on the air. You pick up a chair, that's a weapon.
Anything you pick up to use to hit somebody or assault somebody with, that's a weapon. It could be a paper clip. It could be anything. But because you did that, it's considered a weapon and assault.
So, unfortunately, he has to deal with some jail time because of that. And
probably.
Some serious jail, because he hit 2 people with that chair. One of them a woman who was just flat out on the ground. He just kept going.
Hit the
that's
woman?
when she was already on the ground. I say, okay, but that's where
you messed up.
I feel you, but I still I would still post his bail. Absolutely.
He just went too far.
And that's something that
excited
because
he went too far.
I was watching and Keita heard me yell. She didn't know what the excitement was from, and then she watched and she said, "You know what I love about this? When the white women tried to jump into it, there was a black woman that came up every time and tagged their ass. You're not finna hit my black
exactly
man. And think they're not gonna hit you. Okay,
it was a togetherness for me.
Loved it.
But just like, white people can kill people and say, they were
whatever. Standing my ground, whatever.
Standing their ground, or they were just too excited. They were got carried away.
You can't say
those
that
type
here.
of things. The dude with the chair, he got a little carried away.
Yeah. But we understand.
I think they need to call Ben Crump in, and
he's probably on his way.
Right.
I'm sure he's on his way.
Ben Crump could say, "Hey, he
I'm
got
tired of
carried away."
black people being the cause of us rolling around here with chairs in our arms. We have to fling chairs all our lives, and now we fling one chair. We fling one chair and we get in trouble.
Right.
But we see it all on the TV with the wrestling people. They do it all the time. So
it takes Ben Crump to spin the story.
So we got this. The troubling thing to me. Not one white person was put in handcuffs.
I did see one white woman.
One white woman. I saw like 3 times. I saw like none.
Yeah, it was one white woman.
If you look at the news clip, you can see the white people that was arrested as well. So they did get some. They got some white folks as well. I don't know how many.
But do you notice the lack of support in the white community? Because those 5 people maybe that was fighting. Nobody else jumped in, really.
Yeah. Because they knew that they went too far. They went too far. Now, wait a minute. Now, you got one man swimming from, I don't know where he came from.
I still want to.
We need to know his name. I want to interview him.
Did he dive off of a boat to get there?
I really do believe he came from off a boat. I do believe so.
You have riverboats all around there.
Yeah.
So he had to come off of a boat, swam like he was in the Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
I never seen a black man swim, and that's another problem right there. Them white folk didn't think that black people could swim.
Thank you.
They don't like to get wet.
Thank you.
There is one mystique right there. Let's just debunk that one right now. Black people, they can swim.
Yeah.
And then sometimes all it takes is just give me a reason.
Get a little bit of motivation.
He probably didn't even know he could swim.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially that fast.
I just don't understand why they do what they do. White people, the privilege that, not only are we going to argue with you, but if you argue back, we're going to beat you.
Yeah.
And they took that approach, and it didn't pan out well for them.
And I wonder how many of them are voting for Trump 2024.
Well, you already know that. That's
all of them.
Right. Oh yeah, that was Alabama. So
that's Trump Nation down there.
That's what it was. And they've been stressed all week too with this third indictment. They like, hell no, these black people are getting away with too much.
We getting beat and Trump. How can this happen?
I just want to take their little frustrations out on one person, prove who, still ran Alabama. But like I said, they fucked around
and found out.
And they found out. My God, did they find out? Can we just have a moment, because we know that Louis Farrakhan,
oh my goodness,
he is smiling ear to ear.
Oh yeah,
he's smiling down. Martin even smiling from the grave.
Oh yeah.
Malcolm.
Malcolm.
Come on,
brother
now.
Malcolm.
Brother Malcolm.
He say the chickens come home to roost.
He's sitting there like, you know what?
Oh my God.
Plymouth Rock landed on us, but we all gonna be Plymouth Rock today.
Yep, and we gonna throw that rock.
We gonna land on you
and bust some heads. Yeah.
So yeah. Shout out to Montgomery,
Alabama.
Montgomery, Alabama. God
Sweet
bless
home,
you.
Alabama.
Huh?
It make you want to go to Alabama.
It makes me want to visit.
I went to Alabama one time. I said I will never ever.
I've been a couple of times.
Well, that's my family.
And I got family there too. Not in Montgomery, in Birmingham, but like,
my family is close to Monroeville is actually where they're at.
Okay.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
But Huntsville, of course, that's the city. It's popping in Huntsville.
Oh yeah.
Where's Auburn?
I don't know.
This was when I was back in my younger college days. I went to Auburn to sing with a group, and we went to Alabama, went to Auburn that one time.
Okay.
I said, this has to be the most backwoods place I've ever been in my life, and this was in the late 80s.
Oh wow!
So it was really, really hot back then. The tension was hotter than it is now. I said I will never go back there again. But this makes you think, you know what?
Yeah. Might want to check out Alabama.
Alabama might be all right with me. We're going to make vacation plans, Tasha.
That same port that they were at, that's a cruise port. All of the like Carnival Cruises out of them and other sailing.
Oh, they dock there.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. So I might have to look into this one.
Imagine if there was a Carnival Cruise dock there and they done getting off and they drunk and stuff. They probably was like, oh, wait a minute.
They already mad they cruise over.
Right.
You got Tuskegee, you got Tougaloo. You got all of them over there with the long words and the vowels and the letters all wrapped up in there.
Extra vowels.
Yes. Pontchartrain, whatever, all of that over there. I just had... It's a proud Black day.
It is. I feel really like this should kick off like another Black History Month or something.
This Black History Moment brought to you. Wait, we need Black History Moment music. Where am I at here? Let me find me some Black History Moment music. We can really make this something. Here. You talk amongst yourselves. Well, let me get this together. I'll come back in with some
We
Black
need
History
something good now.
Oh, don't worry. I got you.
Where's Jeezy? I know he can give us another. I still play My President is Black.
Okay.
Oh, I got you. Don't worry. I got you. Hold on a second. Don't think I ain't got nothing.
And this is so crazy. I don't want anybody to listen to us and be like, "Oh my God, they're so wrong." Why do they feel like that? They're racist themselves.
That is so. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, this is not satire, but it's the truth.
Right.
This Black History Moment brought to you today by the Negro Alliance of
Mobile, Alabama.
Montgomery, Alabama. God bless you. When the theory "fuck around and find out" was tested, Black men rose to the occasion.
Yes.
And women.
And even swam to the occasion.
Oh, yes.
Swam to the occasion.
He swam as if he was waiting for the gold medal at the end. But he got there. We
united as if we never united before.
It was beautiful.
There was a level of fuckery that just would not be tolerated. And Alabamians all over. Is it Alabamians?
It will be today.
It's today.
Yes, today. It is today.
Alabamians found out today that if you do fuck around, you will find out. What these hands will do.
Yes. And hands, chairs.
Hands. Oh, no, chairs too. So again, this Black History Moment today from Unmuted Podcast. We're loving the people of Montgomery, Alabama.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
August 6th, 2023.
On this date, they found out what hands actually do when you put them together and whoop repeatedly on the face on head of that white man.
Mm-hmm.
We love you, Montgomery.
We love you.
That's you.
Keep hope alive.
Keep hope alive. And to the man that swung the chair, we're going to notify Ben Crump right away and get him on the case.
We got you, brother.
We got you. So that was that alone was a proud black moment.
I'm trying to tell you.
Me. I didn't think that anybody could. Bring me down after that.
Yeah.
I said this was
one of them special occasion nights where you get that little extra thing special when you.
Yeah.
So can we? Yeah. So
that's one of them tonight.
Oh yeah.
You know what? We got to do a toast for everybody in Montgomery. You know what? We're gonna put a video out after the show. We're gonna put a video out on our Instagram page, Unmuted the Podcast Instagram page, and you will see us toasting the people.
Go follow us so you can see it.
Of Montgomery, Alabama. We're gonna have a little drink for you. We're going to have a drink for us, but we're going to include Alabama in this drink as well. So with that being said, love you, Alabama. I mean, that we couldn't not start the show.
Yeah, without
not talk
we
about
had
that
to acknowledge that. It's our freedom. It's Freedom Day.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Emancipation.
I can't really. I'm just so giddy over here.
We all are.
I was seriously excited watching that. I watched it 17 times.
I don't understand why. I know the privilege card. People will try anything, but what makes white privilege to the point that you can't do no wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
That you're wrong, but you will never be thought of as wrong.
Exactly.
It's the same thing, and it was explained to me this way. It's like when you go downtown, you walk downtown, and people are waiting at the red light to cross the street. But they see cars going by. There's the one person
that's
just going to walk across anyway. Don't even look at the. Who is that person?
You know who it is.
It's a white man.
Yep.
Or a white woman who's going to walk across the street and don't care if they're going to get. Oh, they're going to stop for me.
Yeah.
That whole pedestrians have the right of way went to their head.
They ride that one to death.
Yes.
And so they believe that's them. So that's white privilege. When you walk across the street knowing that you're going against the rules or whatever, and you're just going to do it anyway.
Yep.
That's white privilege.
Yeah.
That's the epitome of white privilege. Well, I don't care if they say I have to wait. Because I'm me. I'm going to walk across.
I've got to get to work. I've got some place to be. I
have somewhere to be. The next place you will be is the hospital, if not damn near.
Because your ankles and your legs gonna be shattered. Boo.
Yeah. So that's white privilege, and that again was the people on the dock at Alabama, in Montgomery, Alabama, who thought that they had the right of way to park their boat or to wait to mad because they parked their pontoon boat.
They're like, get this little shit out of here.
They got and to the person see, this is how excited I am about it. And to the woman who was giving the play-by-play.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Her video.
Yeah.
She was
her commentary was amazing.
Awesome.
She's like,
get him, young blood.
Come on, young buck.
That's right.
Come on, young buck. Come on, young buck.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, come on.
Before it was announced that it was Alabama, I just knew it was New Orleans. I was like,
just from her.
I just was convinced.
Well, to the fact that I didn't really think that black people were in Alabama like that.
Oh man, yeah.
Still a lot of them.
Oh yeah.
So my naivete, I didn't think that black people were still down there. In Alabama.
I'm trying to tell you, you got to look at. It's this one show that comes on that I watch. It's called Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yes,
and they really put Huntsville like on the map as far as that's the big city. And even when I was living in Nashville, a pastor came to somebody's church. It was on my birthday that year. Okay. And I drove from Nashville to Huntsville, which is only like an hour and a half away. Okay. It's really close. And then we caught dinner afterwards in the little strip, like the mall. They had like this big steak restaurant. It was a great time. It was like I would always go back to Huntsville. Okay. because it's something to do. You know, they're growing.
Well, okay, Huntsville and Montgomery. I mean, you proved me wrong today. Mm-hmm. You proved me wrong. They black folk came out the woodwork, even out the sea.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I don't know. Is that the port? Is that the Gulf? They're in the Gulf over there.
I don't know. Don't start me lying.
Is that the Gulf? Yeah, they have to.
It
be
has
the
to
Gulf.
be because the boat's coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're in the Gulf. So yeah, they came out of the Gulf in record numbers to come and put the foo-fops on them.
The foo and the fops.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So,
in the words of Tobe and Wigwe, try Jesus.
Don't try me.
Don't try
me. Well, I gotta find that. I'm gonna put that in the edit. Okay. So
we gonna close out with that song.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. Can we go to the next story?
So sweeping the internet this week. You know, we spoke about her not too long ago, and here she is right back again. And these allegations are coming from every which way, and we're talking about none other than Lizzo. Lizzo. 3 former dancers have filed a lawsuit against her, accusing the singer of sexual harassment. And these are female dancers that she, Lizzo got some freak and some kink in her, okay? And
didn't you know that already?
And I mean,
exactly.
Anybody, we're not going to shame them for that, but you cannot force your stuff onto somebody else and make them feel like they have to or they're obligated because you're their boss to, do what it is that you enjoy doing.
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on all that.
Really?
And I think they're using it because people do know how free she is, speaking on it, so they like, well, they'll believe this,
So you're
just
saying
because they
you
got
support?
fired.
You support Lizzo?
Hell yeah.
Okay. So
absolutely.
The story of the banana.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
In Amsterdam, there is a club or somewhere that you can go, the red light district, of course, and you can see all types of sexual acts being performed, prostitution, and this is legal in the red light district in Amsterdam, which is why we want to go. Anyway, I digress. Apparently, there's some type of club there, and you can see a woman who's satisfying herself with a banana. And you have the opportunity while the banana is inside of the woman, you can go and eat the banana. Now, Lizzo enjoys doing that very much, which she spoke on. And apparently her and her dancers were there, and she was like, girl, get you some of that banana. Her dancer was like, no, what do you mean? And she's like, girl, bitch, I said eat some banana. I don't know how it went down, but that's what they're trying to make it.
That's a pretty good rendition of how it went down.
I mean, in my mind. But yeah, so they're suing her for different types of things. And one lady said Lizzo called her fat. She was gaining weight, and she was like, you can't gain weight as a backup dancer. You could be fined or something like that, or fired.
Hold on.
Ain't that the pot in the kettle?
But somebody brought up, I'm trying to think who it was. Tanika, she used to host on one of those. Lord, I'll get the name of the show. But I was watching her, and she's also a dancer. She used to, she still dances, but she used to dance professionally. And she says not so much of them gaining weight, but when you're gaining weight to the point that you can't keep up with the rest of the. She said now that could be a thing. If you're gaining weight to the point where you're not able to keep up with the rest of the dancers, you're not able to do the routines, then yeah.
Right.
But just as much as she, supporter of, loving your body and, no. I can't see it.
So she's not guilty of fat shaming herself?
She hasn't been found guilty of anything yet. These are all accusations. So the dancers accused Lizzo, a performer known for embracing body positivity and celebrating her physique, of calling attention to one dancer's weight gain and later berating, then firing that dancer after she recorded a meeting because of a health condition. So allegedly the girl might have been on steroids or something for a health condition, and it caused her to gain some weight. And Lizzo was like, I'm the only fat bitch. No, I don't know. I don't know what she said.
Again, that's another great rendition of this entire episode.
Yeah, I've been thinking of Lizzo.
She got a whole show, whole camp, just, nothing but,
I know.
So, yeah, I'm calling bullshit.
Okay, but
there's got to be some truth to this. I mean,
it's got to be. Wait, no.
For how many dancers or how many people three are coming forward now. If one person said, I'll be calling bullshit. Two people, I'll be like, well, now I got to pay attention to it a little bit. But three, I got to pay attention to this a lot more.
My grandmama used to say everybody ain't going to tell the same lie.
Let me tell you something. Then we just talk about they coming up with all these, if you were
the lawsuits.
You see one person jumping in, let me get in because I got fired too. So you're looking at disgruntled people that got fired for whatever reason. Now they want a piece of the pie. That's what I see it as.
I don't know. The suit names Lizzo, whose real name is Melissa Vivian Jefferson, her production company, and Quigley as defendants. And in addition to the accusations of a hostile work environment and sexual harassment, the suit also brings claim for religious and racial harassment, false imprisonment, interference with prospective economic advantage, and other allegations. So she's in deep.
And with that wasn't even Lizzo. It was one of the choreographers
Quigley,
or whatever that they were saying trying to push it. Nah, yeah, come on.
But Shirley Quigley, she was the dance captain.
Well, let me just say that number one, stay out of the red light district.
No.
I mean, if you're famous, you might want to stay out of the red light district because they're going to come for you in some form. In this case, if I went to the red light, I would never go to the red light district myself because I can find that right here in America. So I'm
on
good.
The west side?
You ain't even got to go that far.
Down.
You ain't got to go that far. You can come over. I'm gonna tell something, and I don't want to be shamed when I say this. Okay?
Never.
There was a place on the south side of Chicago. This was in the 90s. In Roseland.
In Roseland?
Yes, in Roseland. It was called, it didn't have a name. It was on Michigan, but everybody knew where it was because on the awning, it was the face of a woman and she just had her finger over her mouth. Like this. That's all it was. But you go up in there, that place was going on.
What they say, a wings?
BET Uncut?
Like what?
It was definitely
Wings Pizza. Like what was the front?
There was no front.
It was no front. It was no front.
It was just an awning. It was an awning across the building, but it just had with a face of a woman with a finger over her mouth, like trying to hush. And that was it. You would go in there 12, 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and it was bananas.
Wow.
In there. And anybody who hears this, who has been over there, know exactly what I'm talking about.
Somebody let me know what the name of that place was because
I think it was on 111th. I'm not sure, but I think maybe a little bit north of 111th. But
the fact that they was getting out like that in Roseland.
Oh, it was. It was.
That's so scary.
So again, don't shame me for this. But yeah, I didn't have to go far. You talk about sex parties, it was going on then. That was in the heyday of my debauchery and my skullduggery.
And I did security. I used to do security for a swingers club in Chicago.
Wow.
On the north side?
No, it was on the west side. Shut up. Well, that's where they held their events. They came from all over, but there was like right off the expressway. This is like this Union Teamsters like hall building, and they would have their events.
Are you serious? In the damn Teamsters Hall? Yeah. Right by the Bull Stadium?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Same one. And the things that went on in that joint. Good Googling mo.
That's exactly what we're talking about here. So
I don't have that testimony, guys. So
Lisa,
we're
just
we're gonna let the guys, have this one. So they was the nasty ones out here.
So I say all of that because the sex clubs, if you are famous, if you're known, trouble can follow you fast.
In
Places like that. And if you are there, you don't advertise it, you don't broadcast it that you are there.
Right.
Yeah. There's some things that you have to take to the grave with you.
Yeah.
And some of those places like in Amsterdam, Sweden, Norway, I think that's all of the ones that I know of. But there where sex they're very, very liberal. Okay. You can do whatever it's like they have curtain shows, they have quarter parties, they had the slots and all of that stuff that you just go in there and you can see whatever you want to see. You can do whatever you want to do.
Yep.
And the difference between Roseland and Norway or Sweden, there was no glass in front of you. There was no curtain in front of you. No. It was just right there. Wow. And who was the guy? I can't remember his name. He ran for governor of Illinois. And he got called out because he
was in the class.
Him and his ex-wife called him out. I can't remember her name, but I don't remember that. He ran for governor.
He was black or white?
He was white. His wife was an actress, and she was like, he is not the family man that he says that he is.
Wow.
And this is what went on. And the reason why I say that was the reason why she said it, because she was there with him.
Oh, damn.
In the club. She outed herself. So
why she didn't want him to come up and be a governor? She just wanted to keep him down.
So I guess that was it. And she was a very well-known actress, and I can't swear to God I can't remember her name.
We got to look at that.
We got to research. Huh?
Yeah, but she was on one of these shows, whether Ally McBeal or something like that.
Okay.
So she was well-known.
Wow.
And her husband ran for governor and was in the sex club, and they were swingers, and they would be.
But just because you're in a sex club doesn't mean you can't govern.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I think some of the best juggling you will ever do.
Hello.
Some of the best juggling you will ever do.
Absolutely.
Will be when you are in the sex club and you are just, just deep in it.
It's going downhill from here.
all you see are hands and knees and hips.
Asian midgets and
all right.
And a tub full of
green jello.
And Astroglide everywhere.
You know what?
Okay.
Man, but what is the car battery for? Don't worry about it. We'll get to it later.
I need a coat hanger, aluminum foil, a Q-tip.
The show has taken a turn.
A pair of tweezers, a CD cover of Earth, Wind and Fire.
Oh man.
These are just a few of the recipes.
Just a few of the things.
Wow.
Okay. I'm back now.
Okay. So Lizzo. Yeah. So Steven doesn't feel like he feels like she's being targeted. What about you, Delvin?
Well, she is being targeted, but it's of her own peril.
Yeah.
It's of her own doing.
Yeah.
When you are loving something so much that you want other people to enjoy it with you, you will always have somebody who will disagree and not participate. But you can't force anyone to do it or hold their job or their responsibilities over them in order to do something that they don't want to do. That's when you cross the line.
The Truck Turner movie says differently.
There's no job I can think of that I don't care what you paying me that's going to make me eat, lick, suck, or whatever, or my job depends on it. Okay. You thinking too hard over there. I mean,
Lisa, are you here? Are you here?
Right. Come on back.
No, I was just trying to see if I agreed or not.
Do you agree?
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's above me now. That's why I kind of feel like Lizzo might have some of that in her. I don't know why. I think the people corrupted me when they posted that video. What is it? Truck Turner, that movie, the old 70s movie, the black lady. She's a madam and she's slapping all the white people.
Yeah. Okay.
They were saying that's how Lizzo was doing her dancers. And then, of course, social media came through again with another funny talking about all this happening because Lizzo trying to buy Lane Bryant.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Like, come on.
This is the only reason why it happened, because she's buying Lane Bryant. Okay.
So I don't care either way. If it did happen, it's very unfortunate, and I feel sorry for the victims. If it didn't happen, I feel sorry for Lizzo because she shouldn't be targeted like this. Yeah. So, whatever.
I love the fact that. Well, will she buy Lane Bryant?
We gotta stay tuned.
You gotta stay tuned.
She might end up with Ashley Stewart instead.
Ashley Stewart. We give you 2 tours and a JCPenney. That's about it.
That's all she'll get.
The plus size in JCPenney.
Always trying to keep the black woman down.
I'm so tired.
She get a rack.
So tired of you. Lord have mercy.
Unmuted the podcast is us speaking freely about some of the things that have caught our attention. Be sure to like Unmuted the podcast on Instagram and Facebook and on the World Wide Web.
Yep.
At theunmutedpodcast.com. So the next story is that of
Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
How the internet tried to shame him this week. Well, not him necessarily, but his girlfriend. Right.
That's crazy. How did that even become a story?
People in their unwarranted opinions that nobody even asked them about.
Right.
Like, this girl is beautiful.
I saw her.
Alindra person. And they calling her fat. The comment was made that him being
should an athlete or something like that.
Yeah, should a famous athlete have a fat wife or girlfriend?
Dumbest shit I've ever heard.
And you go to the picture of this woman and she's bad as hell.
Yeah, she is.
It's like, she's giving him 6 children.
I have no problem with her whatsoever. 6 children aside.
Exactly.
If she had 1 child.
Yeah.
She is bad as all get out.
Yeah.
The way she looks. And because we live in a society where people will judge you by the way you look, you're going to get in trouble because, first off, who are you? How great are you to judge anybody, judge anyone based on the way that they look?
Right.
So that was a big problem for me.
Yeah, I said, who is Alindra Person? Alindra Person and Terrence Crawford aren't married, but they've been together since the early 2000s. They both met when they were young and have been in each other's lives ever since. Okay. Person was born and raised in Omaha, Nebraska, where Crawford also grew up. So that's where they met. They went to school together and all that stuff. Fell in love, have 6 children. So let's just talk about that. They want to call her fat and all of that stuff, but she's had 6 children. And she's still bad. Still got a flat stomach. Still, and regardless to how she got it or how she has it, if she got liposuction or whatever, she's still beautiful. And there's no reason for haters online or people who just have shit for brains to be calling this woman fat.
Yeah. Right.
I didn't appreciate that at all.
I guess the way that this one post says, I guess she needs to have a BBL, a lace front, and a small waist to be a successful boxer's girlfriend.
Right.
And that part there, I just don't agree with the whole mentality that you have to be a knockout in order to be with a boxer
or an athlete
or just any athlete,
anybody with money. Period.
But then again, here it is. Okay, then listen. Men are crazy when it comes to their preferences. Men who are as fat and sloppy as me would say that they need to have somebody. Well, I am kind of sloppy.
Anyway,
I may not be all that fat anymore, but but I'm still. But nevertheless, they say she would have to be athletic and fit and all of this, and they are pushing 400.
Right.
And that's the mentality that men have when it comes to how they want to be seen with women. But for women to say that she needs to be thin, a cut waist, and a BBL, and all of this stuff here, I will never. I guarantee you, this did not start by a man. This started by a woman.
Probably.
This whole thing had to have started by. First off, how was a boxer? If he's a boxer, why is he with her?
Right.
And she's got 6 kids. Well, shout out to him, number one, that he is still committed to a woman who has 6 kids.
Exactly.
They're not married. They don't have to be married or anything. I'm not saying that. But the fact that he had 1 child with her and he's still sticking it through. Now he's 6 in and he's still there.
Right. Yeah. And somebody else tried to make it a thing like why he ain't married her yet. She ain't the one for him because a man knows immediately and he ain't just going to give her 6 kids. And when he does find a woman that he really want, he going to drop her. Like they went on this whole tangent. And I'm like, wow, so how long you been on Terrence?
Right.
Because clearly y'all related or like, what is it? How do you know so well what it is he thinks and what he wants? So
I walk away from this saying, who hurt you?
Right.
For real.
Who hurt you to the point that you got to say all of this stuff here? And this ain't none of your business. Number one, they didn't ask your opinion.
Yeah.
They didn't say, well, do I look right? Does this dress make me look a certain way? Nobody asked you. any of this, but you still want to chime in and say all of this stuff. And I'm like, who hurt you?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It's usually a case, and you see this on social media all the time. You can't get what you want, so now you want to talk down. Like you see a guy trying to, come at a woman that may be thick, full figured, or whatever, and then she shoots them down or doesn't give them the attention they need. Well, you fat anyway, or blah blah blah. Now it turns because you can't get what you want. Sit down.
When she was bad, when you was just trying to holler at her.
Exactly.
Oh, then that's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, now that they don't want you, they never wanted you in the first place. Now you wanna go ahead and throw shade because his preference ain't you.
Right.
His preference is her.
Yeah.
And shout out to him for staying loyal to the staying committed to her and the children. But people always got something to say. Gotta say something.
She must got low self-esteem. How she gonna have 6 kids by him with no ring? Like, how do you?
None of it is the business of anyone but them. And they. Tasha asked me today, well, what did he have to say about it? And I'm like, he ain't got to say nothing.
And he should not address anything.
No. He shouldn't have to say anything. The internet is saying it for him.
Yeah.
And they're going to shut this whole thing down where he has absolutely nothing to add to this conversation. And I hope that they continue to stay committed, continue to stay loyal, and stay as on point as they are right now. Girl, do your thing. What's her name?
Alindra Person.
Listen, Alindra, if I can find you on the internet and have a phone conversation with you, I would say keep doing what you're doing.
Girl.
Absolutely. I'll have to find you this week.
Because I would love to get down to your size, sis. So,
I would like to get down to his size.
But you know what? And we didn't talk about this. It's off topic. But if we're talking about Terrence coming to her defense online, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
True.
Because who was it? It was a white couple last week, and they're married, and he's married, and she has babies and all that stuff. But somebody got in her comments or in his comments and was like, she needs to lose weight because he's gonna. You saw that, right? Did you see his? He came back and he responded
all the way straight.
He set her straight. Yeah. But then the bad part about it is somebody was like, well, the internet is unforgiving, so he better make sure he never cheats on her. Better make sure he never, sneaks out and gets somebody smaller than her because the weight of what he just said. That's so messed up. Yeah, it's like, you're damned if you do, you damned if you don't. If he wouldn't have said nothing and ignored it, then he would have been like soft, a wimp. You just gonna let them talk about your woman, your wife like that. But then he comes to her defense and it's like, we gonna be waiting on you to slip up.
And I loved it because he said it in such a, he didn't curse off, he didn't degrade.
Yeah.
He respectfully went off. Rightfully so.
I wish I could think of the name of the people that we're talking about. But I think he's an actor or a singer. Or
I don't know. I think he's a singer.
Yeah.
Shout out to the boxer and to his girlfriend.
Yes.
Mother of his children, the love of his life.
Terrence Crawford, Alindra Person.
Terrence and Alindra, thank you for keeping the internet going this week. And thank you for not saying anything or adding to it yourselves.
Yeah, and please don't.
Please don't add to this, because the second you add to it,
it's going to give it oxygen and it's going to blow up again. Yeah. So
you know what to do. Just continue to love each other and support each other through this.
And let the bullshit die.
I don't know if it will. Honestly, if he ever does another boxing match, it's going to come back up again. Yeah. So he's in that spotlight. He's that type of person where it's going to keep happening.
Right.
So, I'm like, if you do, you're damned. Like you said, you're damned if you do. You're damned if you don't. Yeah. That's the problem. The next story is that of Cardi B.
Anybody got some water? I'm feeling
not in this studio. You don't. We are not flinging water
on me, please.
Nope, that's not going to happen. Not in here. No.
The mic and these mics are attached, so don't nobody try to.
We're running in 220 volt here.
Listen, Cardi was in Vegas. Okay, we know it's always a million degrees in Vegas. She's on stage. She performing. She was sweating in places she didn't like, so she turned her rear to the audience. She was like, y'all throw some water on me. I'm twerking.
Nothing wrong with that.
Throw some water. My cooch is hot. Put it out for me. Like,
nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so she went on about her business. She performed another song possibly or whatever, and then another spurt of water comes from the audience, but it hits her in the face and in her hair.
It wasn't just water; it was ice.
Ice,
too.
and
So it was a lot, and it clearly caught her by surprise.
Yeah.
And what homegirl do?
Mic toss.
And not the normal one that we used to.
No,
she wasn't giving her an opportunity to sing.
She came right. It was like she flipped that microphone like it was a boomerang.
Man. She did, but where it went wrong, it didn't hit the person who threw the water.
Oh, I thought it did.
No, it did.
It
hit and then it ricocheted and hit the other lady.
So it bounced off.
It originally hit. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because the person who didn't throw the water is the one that's trying to press charges or tried to or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Yikes.
Oh, as soon as the mic came out of hand, I knew there was going to be a lawsuit.
Right. Because everybody, you got those fans, those Tasha K fans that's like, Cardi needs to leave.
Exactly.
Tasha K alone. Then you got those Cardi fans that's like, Cardi can do no wrong. Then for her to throw that, I was like, I understood though.
That was the first mic toss of it because she did another one. She threw a mic at a DJ later. That you didn't see that one?
She was on a roll.
Yeah, she did. I
didn't even know what that one was for.
She said that the DJ wasn't doing his job, and she threw the mic because he wasn't playing the music the way that it was supposed to be played, and he wasn't hitting the cues like he was supposed to.
Right.
And she got frustrated and threw the mic at him.
Well, that's been happening in church for years. Don't let the choir anniversary be coming up and you sopranos a little off. We gonna get a Bible, a chair, or something thrown. So what's wrong with Cardi throwing that mic at the DJ?
And there's nothing wrong with it at all. Matter of fact, I'm looking at the press release from the person who hired my friend as her attorney because she's the one that got hit by the mic. And I'm looking at the press release and I'm trying to read a little bit of it once I can pull it up right. And here we go. Here it is. A female concert attendee and assault victim has retained Chicago attorney Sierra Norris, my friend, to represent her for injuries and harassment following a videotaped assault by the artist only days after a similar assault on her own DJ. Several videos of the incident and attack have been posted to social media, showing the artist Cardi B inciting fans to throw water at her during her performance, and then singling out the female victim before striking her with the microphone. Additional videos have also surfaced showing the artist throwing her microphone at her own DJ days prior to this attack, in illustrating a pattern of violence recurring at her live shows, including attacks on her own audience members. So
now you got to watch your back when you go to a Cardi B concert.
Pretty much. The victim of the assault and battery is seeking to hold parties accountable for the preventable assault, including Cardi B, for the unwanted notoriety she has suffered as a result of this incident. At the time, our client has not given a statement to authorities, nor have we communicated directly with legal counsel for any of the parties involved in the event and the incident. However, this legal representation seeks to open a dialogue with those involved and find resolution that maintains the respect and dignities of those affected. This representation also seeks to shine a light on the problematic nature of social media journalism and clickbait culture, and the significant harmful effects it can have. So when they put this release out, came out, what's the date here?
The 4th, was it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, this was 4 days ago. Yeah, so this was the second.
The second.
So when this came out, police decided not to charge her, the woman who threw the water and the ice. They decided not to charge her with anything. Okay. Because other people were doing it too.
But that was a whole different segment. That was like, okay, I was hired. I asked for y'all to do it. Now we stopped. We've moved on. and here I'm getting hit in the face with ice cubes.
But they also decided not to charge Cardi B with anything.
Okay.
So now both sides, they're not going to be prosecuted for this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now they need to come together
Civil.
to figure out on a civil matter what can come out of this.
But then, if you look at the young lady's face, I don't think it was done maliciously. Like she was trying.
She kept saying, "I'm so sorry."
Yeah, you
I'm
could look
sorry,
on her face and tell. You know, she was just caught up in the moment. I want to throw some water too.
She got carried away.
Yeah.
But not
getting carried away is
not
the
only
thing.
do I want to throw water, I want to throw a whole cup of ice.
Yeah, that part. And you hit it right in the face.
I mean, and the song kept going. By the way,
But Cardi did not.
Cardi, what you gonna do? That kept going, but Cardi was like, I ain't having no part of it. What?
Yeah.
In my hair. So that was another part. So Sierra, and Sierra, shout out to you. You know she's my attorney on retainer.
Shout out to Sierra because that happened in Vegas and she's in Chicago and got retained. So, girl,
oh wow, that's
huge
what's up.
following.
So Sierra is a big fan of what I try to do. I'm a big fan of hers on everything she is doing. And just for the record, let me just say that, just in case Sierra, her legal firm needs no pub from me. Mm-hmm. But if you have a case, weapons charge or something like that, you got a young person who's facing something, Sierra knows the law and her firm can get you off.
And she pause.
That came out. I'm sorry, that just came out wrong again. I'm trying to make a commercial here.
We too silly with that.
But yes, but again, she can get you off though. But she has a way that can make the law work for you. Okay. And so you might want to check her out. Mm-hmm. Go to her Instagram. It is hilarious. I promise you it is. Attorney Sierra Norris.
Is that Sierra with a C or S?
C.
Okay.
Cierra Norris. Attorney Sierra Norris. Go to her Instagram. She does the best renditions on TikTok, so you might want to go and follow her. So that's one thing. The other thing is I'm trying not to make a commercial, but just in case Sierra, you want to drop a few dollars for the show here, feel free. Mm-hmm. You can do that here. Absolutely. That's that case. And the last thing we want to talk about.
Yes.
Because there is the last thing that we want to talk about. Or did we cover everything?
Jamie
and Jennifer.
Oh. How do we? Okay, Steve, can you set the story up for everybody?
This bitch. Sorry. So sorry. So it started with Jamie posting. I something went down. I don't know the backstory of what caused that post, but it was something in relation to. He started the post off saying they killed Jesus. What he said, something like, if
they
you find
killed this man named
they've
Jesus.
killed this man named Jesus, what do you think they do to you?
Right.
If you're black, you've heard that.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that, by
That's
the way.
something we
Thousands
learned in church all
times.
our lives.
Yeah.
And it was never specified for any group of people. It's just, if they kill Jesus,
Right.
what do you think they'll do to you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody took it out of context and thought he was, relating that to Jewish people, which even if he was, who killed Jesus?
Right.
That's
Okay.
True. That's true.
But he wasn't speaking on them. They just found a way to take offense to it. Some, not all, but some took offense to it. And I guess, I don't know if, what's her last name?
Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston. I don't know I guess she liked the post and someone saw it and said, "Oh, you with him?" And she straight through Jamie under the box said, "Oh no, that was never my intention.
I never on purpose or by mistake liked this post." Well, how the hell did it get there?
Is one
Yeah.
How did it get there, girl?
Elon Musk did it.
Was this on her Instagram?
I think it was on her Insta.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem with that I have with this, number one, is that again, nobody asked you
at all.
Number one. Number two, how do you make the transition from the Jews killing Jesus? So So you know what they would do to you, saying that this is now anti-Semitic talk.
Right.
How do you? Because it's not anti-Semitic. It's actually factual.
It's true.
It's factual, and nobody knows the whole premise of what his quote was.
Right.
But there we go, taking shit, jumping and running with it, like everybody does on the internet. Exactly. And then they have 10,000 opinions, and they all wrong.
But that's white privilege again speaking out or lashing out against something that has absolutely nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
And besides, let the internet tell you that's not Jamie anyway. He was cloned, so that's his clone that made that post.
So we're gonna go back to God.
He's not that well that he can start putting posts together.
Right. He's not.
Okay, don't let the internet fool you. He is not putting posts together.
Right.
Okay. He is still trying to recover motor skills. It's not all. Oh my God! He put out a text or a post. He's healed. Right. No, he is still trying to work his motor skills. Still trying to do things and have cognitive thought.
Yeah.
He can only go so far. But putting posts together, someone is doing that.
Yeah.
For him.
Probably his daughter.
No, that post was personal. That was Jamie.
You said that was Jamie.
Oh yeah. That was somebody did something. I don't know what the backstory
Probably
is.
Somebody Jewish did something to him. And that's what he was saying.
Well, there you go.
It got something to do with some money. I bet you.
For real.
So with that being said, Jennifer is getting dragged throughout.
As she should.
Throughout Al Gore's internet, and rightfully so. This is the one? Is this the one here?
No.
This is something different.
You just look. I mean, it relates.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, because she started this, so now they going into her comment sections probably from 2-3 years ago, and even longer than that.
Now I'm gonna have to play it. No, let me see. Hold on a second. I'll mute this and get this in here, and hopefully this is running. Oh no, that's the.
And the caption says niggas pulling up to Jennifer Aniston's comment section. And the video
so they
shows
pulling up like
they're gonna come from across the sea on her like that. That is unfair. That is unfair, but so damn accurate.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sorry. I laugh, but I'm serious. That is truth.
Yeah.
And rightfully so.
Right.
Rightfully so. People say what they want, but Jennifer, nobody was talking to you
at all.
Nobody.
So why are we paying any attention to you?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sorry.
But that's the cancel culture of today.
Yeah.
If she had have liked that post allegedly on purpose, then people were gonna come for her because they felt like it was anti-Semitism. So.
What was the song that we were supposed to play at the end of the show? What was
Try Jesus?
Oh, try Jesus, don't try me. Oh yeah, let me get this real quick because if there's a song, this song is so appropriate.
It's appropriate for just about all the stories today.
It really is. Yeah.
This is okay.
Cardi said, "Bitch, take this mic, eat this microphone right here."
This is hilarious, y'all. I mean, okay.
Lizzo said, "Bitch, if you want to work for me, you gonna shake a little something.
This is hilarious. Okay, and so as we end the show today, because I've had this has just been a day of black joy.
Yeah.
And to end the show on something as appropriate as this.
Try Jesus.
Yes.
Not me.
Oh God.
Yes.
I just hope that we don't get dinged for this.
Oh man, maybe it'll give us a couple of seconds.
Everybody in Montgomery, this goes out to you.
We love you.
Oh God, we do love you, and everybody coming for Jennifer Aniston.
Yes.
Bless you.
God bless you too.
Yeah.
This is the Unmuted Podcast for Delvin, Miss Lisa J, and Big Sir.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys again next time.
Very
Go to the website, theunmutedpodcast.com, and you can listen to it there and check us out on all of our streaming platforms.
Yes. Who we featuring this week?
This week we are featuring Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts. Great.
Again, you guys
check us out on Apple
is doing
Podcasts.
it. Please check us out on Apple Podcasts this week, and please support the page and our foolishness on Instagram. The Unmuted Podcast on Instagram. Please check us out. Okay, we'll see you guys next time on the Unmuted Podcast. For Lisa and Steven, I'm Delvin. Have a great week, guys.
Peace.
Be blessed.
All right.
'Cause I throw hands my Jesus.